match, I think it looks like Ivory Coast must have knew that they would be playing against the home before coming into the zone, because they adopted a concept. They knew they got the pros to attack and finish quickly if they want to choose to. But now, because of the loss of the 3-1 defeat in the last Cup of Nations against Algeria, when they scored at the 90th minute, has given them, a recall memory that they should now come into this Cup of Nations with precaution, and that's what they were doing. That style of play may not be exciting, but it suits them very well. So we're going to be seeing an interesting game today.
Ivory Coast are reaching this state for the 4th straight time and overall 10. Can this Equatorial Guinean side, despite the support they're enjoying, can they still hold the likes of the Drogbas and Tourés and Javinos?
The reason Ivory Coast are hot favorites for this tournament is because of those wonderful stuff that they've done in previous years, but they've always flattered to deceive. They get so close, and then yet they've not won it for a very long time. I think since 1992. It's quite an interesting group and an interesting bunch of players, because you can count up to about 8 players who are in the Ivory Coast team who have in very, very big teams around Europe, and you would have expected in the first 3 games, in the first group games, they will be sweeping teams left, right, hand, center, but they've really not been doing that. That's why I asked, are the real elephants going to turn up, or are we just going to see a very cagey team that probably going to nick a one goal here and there? That's not bad, but then much is expected from Ivory Coast with the talent that they have in their disposal, and let's hope a beautiful game of football is played, because Equatorial Guinea as well, they have the home support, and I'm not sure they're going to sit there and just let Ivory Coast play on or give them too much respect. It's going to be a very exciting game.
Ibrahim Okolo said to BBC earlier today that they have the personnel and the experience.
No doubt about that. No doubt about that. And I think they're coming into this game very well rested. Kolo was used in the game, in the formality game, just to improve upon his fitness level. Because you remember they rested 8 to 9 players. That is to show the depth of the team, the quality. So that would give people a notion of thinking, second guessing the coach, which team is going to come up. Because if you have players who play in that game who perform better, it will entice you to think. But I think core of the team will be returning to play against Equatorial Guinea. And Equatorial Guinea also had Lawrence and Randy, the midfield player. Centre back is Lawrence, and Randy in the midfield. They will be coming back to join the team. Kelly, who was rested in that game, also will be joining the team. And hopefully we'll see the president once again at the football stadium, and this time around I hope Equatorial Guinea will come out, as Gabon does come out, to fill the stadium and
take the game to Ivory Coast.
And if I'm not mistaken, that Paulo Kili that's going to come back for Equatorial Guinea is the guy that scored that thunderbolt of a goal against Senegal. I think in the last few minutes he knocked them out pretty much. And it's because both teams have advantages. And the Ivory Coast has an array of talent, in Cote d'Ivoire. Equatorial Guinea have a bunch of fighters for the cause, and they have beautiful home fans who are there for their team all the way. So this is probably going to be the biggest attended game in the tournament so far. So it promises to be a great one. Let's hope it is.
A great one he is foreseeing. Ibrahim, what do you think will be the game plan of the respective coaches?
I wouldn't see Ivory Coast going out, do you understand? Just immediately to underline their intention by stamping their authority. They will be a little bit cautious with the game, in as much they are a team to compete, actually. But I think for this game to take place, even though Equatorial Guinea is coming with so much what they have done in the first round, if they had finished here and stopped here, I think still there's a chance that people will come to watch the end of the remaining games. But if they had, packed the baggage in the first round, it would have been a difficult game. But like Val said, that could be a cagey game whereby 1-0 and then you go sit back. All you need is to get to the semifinals, and that's what Ivory Coast need to get to the semifinal. I want to see Drogba up to Drogba, because Drogba is playing but it's not showing so much.
Okay.
Do you understand? Bakary Koné is a short player, was playing in France. He used to be a good supplier to Drogba. Drogba is a player with aerial threats.
Okay.
And then you see in the games that he played, only one came and then he finished it. So you need to get, such balls. And the only way to get balls into the box is to double up the fullbacks right and the left. That means you play emphasis on the wings so that you overcome with 1-2 touches to get clear ball into the box. So they have to play wing play, which Bakary Koné was very good at.
Val, this is a team that boasts of the reigning African player of the year, that is Yaya Toure.
Yes.
He has been phenomenal for Manchester City. Is he replicating that brilliant form? Or is
on the first day, we watched him here with so much frustration when they were playing Sudan.
Okay.
And I think that also had to do with the fact that Zokoro was not in the team. He was still serving a suspension. And we saw Yaya Toure trying to do too much, like Bono mentioned, because he was trying to break from his own box going to the other. And then we saw an improvement after Zokoro came into the team, that he was only taking care of the necessary stuff. That is what we've seen this year with Manchester City and what we've seen previously when he won the Champions League and a couple of La Ligas with Barcelona. And that was to break through with force and strength and also very, very much decent skill. And he's probably going to make a difference in this game. And I'm just going to say, am I going to see Cote d'Ivoire beat Equatorial Guinea and getting one step closer to my dream final, Cote d'Ivoire and Ghana? Or are we going to see an upset with the home crowd backing their team all the way through? That's also beautiful. So I'm going to avoid making a prediction and just sit on the fence on that one.
Brian, your prediction?
Well, I think it is a game that Ivory Coast shouldn't lose. Okay. They came into the Nations Cup as favorites, not the first time. They've been joint favorites with Nigeria, Cameroon, Egypt. Now it's just Ghana is growing up, so it was all about Ivory Coast. It's only that Senegal had a setback. Now it becomes Ghana and Ivory Coast. But if Ivory Coast pass today here, I see them in the final. If Equatorial Guinea pass here, I see them in the final.
Should Ivory Coast bow out, would that be a disappointment?
It would be a great disappointment. You know why? You see, Zambia, when they were coming to Senegal, that disaster, they have to recruit players again. Okay. And then if Ivory Coast fail this time around, this crop of generation of players to fail, which it is expected for them to bring results not only on the continental level, but on the African level, but in continental level too. So, but they haven't so far, even in the World Cup, they had a lot of setbacks. But it's expected this time around because the way they approach their games is not flamboyant. All they need, can they secure the victory?